We're back at it again today with the 8820 Titan Combine. This is my second and last field of soybeans for this year. And this is an exciting one because there's two trials on this field. Not only is there a variety trial, I guess there's only two varieties, but going to be testing Pioneer's claim that their new series of soybeans way better than their old ones. And then there is also a biological Novonesis trial here on this field. So last night I just got it opened up enough so I can get the semi truck in, but I'm pretty excited for this one. I think it's going to do really well. And while I think it's dry enough to get started right now, we didn't have that much dew overnight. I do need to do something to my combine really quick. It is absolutely filthy in there of bean dust. These old cabs are not quite as nice as the new ones, so I'm going to test out a feature in my pickup that I have yet to try out, and that is the inverter, the outlet in the back. See if I can get it to work. I think my truck needs to be running. Wow, that is most. It turned on for a half a second. It says 400 watts. Wow, that is sad. I know I've read online that people are really disappointed in that, but that is, yeah. In the advertisements, aren't people like using like circular saws and cutting wood in their tailgate, and I can't even run this little tiny vacuum? Huh, well, I guess we're just gonna suffer through bean dust until I can get to a proper outlet. I mean, just look at the dust that has accumulated. It's getting bad enough. I might actually, there's a battery powered DeWalt vacuum at the shop. I might actually grab it and bring it back after I take my first truck, because it's bad. Oh, come on. There we go. Once it starts, it runs great. It just takes it a second. Well, I didn't even turn the camera on. I made it about 50 foot over there, and my auger won't turn on my bean head now. Why? I couldn't figure out. Probably whatever this is wedged in there. Oh boy. Okay. Well, I thought these beans were ready to go. They are not. That is, these things are in there. These are the toughest stems I've ever seen. I can't even pull them out. They're so wedged in the auger. So this variety that I combined last night was showing like 13%, but the other one was showing way higher. So if I can get this unplugged, I might see if I can combine this variety. Otherwise, I gotta head all the way back down and finish my other field, because I didn't actually end up finishing it. Wow. How are they in there so tight? I can't even... Got it out. Is it just a big clump of dirt? What is it? Somehow I was pulling the roots out of the ground and not... Look at all the dirt. My goodness. The reverser of my head works, or my combine. Found that out. That's good to know. I don't know what the heck's going on. Last night when I came in and combined this little section, they were 13%. Today they're 22. I don't know what's going on. I can't combine them. So I'm gonna go finish my other field first, I guess. We are back. It is the next day, and yesterday was a hot day, and I lost most of the day because I put the water pump on the combine. That was the last video. But yeah, now we're showing 8.6%, which is way too dry. The mixture of blowing the tire on the first field and then the water pump set me back about a day and a half. And it really kind of screwed me over. Not it screwed me over, but selling 8.6% moisture soybeans better than 12.8%, big difference. It's one of the biggest ways to lose money on a soybean crop is harvesting them too dry, and they're really hard to re-wet them in. Had a slight hiccup. Guard fell off the edge of my head. Thank goodness it was the edge. So I combined a little bit just going one direction, because turns out these guards are pretty important. Because if a soybean row is right here, it'll just sit there and do this. It won't actually cut it off, because the guard is what, you know, is the edge between the knife and the soybean. It actually cuts it off. So I was just going one direction for a while and hanging this part off. But my fiance stopped by, went and got some parts with me, and we're gonna get this thing fixed. See that truck pulling away? That my neighbor has an X9, and there's a truck that goes by about once every 10 minutes. And here I am, a truck every hour and a half. An 8820. Oh, I do have the bolts. Okay. So we need the guard. Can I slide this underneath there, I wonder? Or do I need to take the sickle out? Oh, I can get it. Thank goodness. The wear bar. And then we need the guard. The top piece. Gosh, you wouldn't think that that would make a row not be able to combine, but it does. I got 2 lengths of bolts here. Should be the longer ones. Yes. Yes. This is the bolt. Look at that. Such a simple fix, and yet I didn't have the right stuff to fix it and lost 45 minutes of my day. I built a toolbox holder for my head, but the beans came so fast I didn't actually have time to install it, so I don't have many tools with me, and I had to go get them. Let's turn that on medium power. Okay, let's combine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, being able to combine both directions is gonna feel so nice. Actually, wait, he's not here yet with the truck. We're gonna do the end rows while it's light outside and I can see stuff. You wanna pull the auger in, so lift that black handle up. And I will tell you when to stop. A little further. There you go. Thank you. Now we're putting it in road gear. This is too slow. In 3rd gear, max is like 6 miles per hour. In 4th gear, it's 15, 16. I feel like a NASCAR driver in road gear.
You're cruising.
Yeah, okay.
That's why I say to my patients when we get them on the bike.
Yeah,
I'm
cruising.
like, you're cruising. Or after I get them all set up, so whatever they have to get set for, once on, they're off to the races.
again with my head. Oh, that feels so nice. These dry beans are so dusty.
That's like my upper back. Good.
No, my dad told me, he said, you'll be leaning forward all day in this combine. He's right. I'm like doing this to see my head. It doesn't bother me too much, but I can imagine when you're in your 50s or 60s, it's probably a little bit of a bigger deal.
Yeah.
I guess by the time I'm 50, I might have to upgrade combines. Okay. You want to hand me the drone, and then you got to pull the yellow handle. And then you want to open the door so I get the drone flying.
Lay in the way.
Yeah.
It's past golden hour. What are you doing first?
What do you mean? I don't know what that means. We'll push the handle down.
You don't know what golden hour means?
It's gold. Is that just sunset or what?
Well, it's a specific time in the evening
Okay.
where the sun hits you perfectly,
Oh.
and I call it golden hour.
So you're saying I missed a perfect opportunity to fly my drone?
Yeah.
Well, oh well. Here, I'll get it. There we go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Auto steer.
Took my first breath where the muddy rises, spills into the Gulf of Mexico. The skyline's colored by chemical plants that put bread on the table of the working man, where the working man does his best to provide safety and shelter for kids and a wife, giving a little of his soul every day, making overtime to keep the wolves away. I was barely 13 when the company man tried to dig my daddy's grave. It happened on a French-owned tanker ship, spilling poison into Galveston Bay, where the liquid fire filled his lungs and his eyes silenced any more cries. Cold in the grave, with death stinging pain, he fought like hell to keep the wolves away. dad was sick as a dog, but he made a recovery just to spite the odds. The settlement came and we moved out of town, where the sky isn't heavy with refinery clouds. Yeah, he's still alive, he's doing good, he's in his 50s, but the money's running out, and he's painting for pennies. So I'm going
Got cost for that.
That's some of that bean dust?
Yeah.
So one of the skills that's required in order to marry me is you gotta put the drone put the drone back in the case. I will offer you verbal guidance. I guess I have auto steer, I can leave it up there. Okay.
I give you a little extra room to work with.
Yeah. Okay. You gotta fold the back legs. You have to fold all that in like that. Then you gotta fold the back legs underneath. And then it's the front legs. And then you gotta put it into that. Yes. Make sure the camera's pointing straight like that. The camera goes into there. You got it.
You might not have this.
So you got it. I believe in you.
Like that?
Yep, and then this, yeah, tuck this underneath there. Like that. Okay, put that in the case. Now this, you gotta unscrew the joysticks and put them in the back. As my combine is not happy with me. So when the field first started out here, I was really disappointed. Like along the road, I was doing like 55 bushels to the acre, and they were 8%. It's getting a little darker now. I'm gaining a little bit of moisture. I'm down at 11, but I'm going anywhere from 60 to upper 70s. So I feel a lot better now than I did. At 55 bushels an acre, I would be pretty pissed because that'd be like the lowest yielding soybean field in the county. Oh yeah, that's just. Yep. Ta-da! We can now get married. So it is the next day, and hopefully the final day of harvest here for me for soybeans. We got Tyler and Stefan, I think, coming out later today to do trials on the two varieties of soybeans. I think the Z series is better than the old A series, I believe. And then we also got over there, there's a reason I cut the strip out of the middle. We got over there, we have the Novo Nessus ratchet trial. So pretty excited to see that. The 8820 was a champ last night. I combined until a little bit after midnight. The dew didn't really seem to affect it. Granted, the soybeans are 9%, so you know you're not exactly trying to combine 13% soybeans in a dew. It's a little bit different, but it still did awesome. And I probably would have kept going, but I was getting so dead tired, and my truck driver needed to go home. I mean, I guess he would have stayed if I would have asked him, but I wasn't going to do that to him. So I called it for the night. I'm going to combine as much as I can here this morning. I'm by myself, so I'll have to truck too. But I got to leave the two trials because I think we got a weigh wagon coming this afternoon. I hope we do. So this morning I looked at all the scale tickets and compared to the acres. As of this morning, I was averaging 66 bushels an acre here. Now, that's with 8-9% soybeans. So it would actually be a little higher than that if you account for 13% soybeans. But the stuff that I'm harvesting right now is my monitors like never go below 70. So hopefully it'll continue to climb up closer to that 70 mark. I think this field would have done better, but I think I made a couple mistakes. One being rolling it right after planting. Oh, that's the wrong lever. I think one was rolling it right after planting. Typically it's an okay thing to do. This year it did not seem to work very well. It kind of made a merging struggle. And my population was like 80 to 120,000. I planted at 140. So I think that's a big part for, you know, I was expecting this to be a 75 bushel an acre field. But I guess I know better for next time. And even mid-60s, low 70s is nothing to scoff at. So I got it down to just 2 trials. So here's the seed trial. There's the Novonesis ratchet trial. Got the truck loaded, and I also got some in the grain tank of the combine. They will be here in about an hour and 45 minutes to start doing these trials. So I gotta get this down, get this unloaded, and get back. That's about all the faster I can dump it, otherwise we'll plug the leg. Really dusty, can't see much. Sample's clean for the most part. Okay. Let the light go for another second before I shut that off. I'm glad that nothing broke on this time because I got a half hour to meet agronomist Stefan and Tyler from Novonesis. And if this broke, everyone was gonna be on the road for nothing. Cool. So to finish off my soybean field, got Tyler here from Novonesis. This is our ratchet trial. So I did spray this twice with 2 ounces each. So up here is a white flag. I saved there's a little bit extra here because my future sister-in-law wants to come ride. So yep. After we get that done, yeah, okay, there's a little white flag up here. Okay, so this is a center of 24 rows of not applied.
Okay.
So 12 rows each direction, and then it is applied on both sides.
Okay.
So my thought is, I don't know if we can fit a full round on his wagon or not, but if we can do a full round, I was just gonna do 1, 2, and then go on the outside of each.
Yeah, yep, that'll work, and it's nice to have the scale wagon here.
Yep.
Even though he's dumping the beans over the side of the He doesn't even know the song.
So we went out, we pulled some plants from the non-ratchet applied soybeans and the ratchet applied ones. You said height-wise look similar.
Similar. There's a little more green stems in the applied ratchet trial. Definitely the stems seemed a little drier in the non and snap a little easier.
I know when he was pulling them, he said that the ones in the non-applied were snapping easier as he was trying to pull them up.
Yeah,
so I'll probably notice a difference horsepower-wise combining.
We'll get a look at pods. Not sure how much of a difference we'll see here.
Yeah, I don't know how really scientific this part of it is. It's really going to come down to that weigh wagon.
Yep, and yeah, we've got a lot of data points. See about a 2 to 2.5 bushel difference on soybeans. So it's nice to have the weigh wagon because that little of a difference, the combine monitor might not always pick it up.
No. Yeah. Well, cool. Should I go start taking some out?
Yeah, I'll
You'll mess with those?
Yeah, I'll see what we can do here.
Give you the fun job. So I don't know how if you can see it, but there's a little white flag waving right there. That is the middle of my non-applied. So I'm gonna do the non-applied first, then come back and do the applied. Got RTK. Let's hit it. 2.66 acres. What do we got? 11,170. Yeah, good thing you don't have any smaller of a wagon.
Right at 70.
Okay, so we know if we start overflowing this next one,
Then it's good.
then we're good.
All right. Thank God for the extension up here.
Is that what that is?
That's an extension. Yeah?
Okay, yeah, no, it barely fit.
All right.
Cool.
Sounds good.
I'll be right back. What are we seeing? 11,225. What was it last time?
1170.
1170. There we go. Well, let's see what that is for yield. 70.4. So 0.4. Not a huge bump, but
Not a huge bump.
there was a bump.
We'll add it to our big deck of all the trials on it. And
So the ratchet is more for like stress.
yep,
Right?
foliar, plant stress, especially
Yep.
in season. Whether it gets dry, hail, any of that, any different sort of in-season stresses,
Yep.
which
Which
didn't really have
we
much of
didn't
those
really
this year.
have much stress this year. We had basically one stress event. How much? Oh gosh, there's like one night where we got like 5 or 6 inches of rain in August, late. But this field has drained so well, it didn't really.
Very, very similar to the torque, different use rate, different concentration, and
Yep.
different point of
So-
application.
So it's cool that we did see a increase. Probably not as big as we'd like, but I don't know if it was. You know, there's years for everything,
Yep.
and it is
Cost-wise, would have about paid for the product, so you didn't lose any money.
okay. So even on a good year, it didn't lose money, so that's good.
Pays for itself.
Yeah. Well, cool. I appreciate you
Yeah.
coming out here and doing this. Now, in a couple weeks, we got torque
Yep.
on the corn. So, guys, stay tuned for that one, of course, too.
Yep. Excited to come back out for that. It was nice to have the weigh wagon here for this, so we
Yeah.
could see, because combine monitor probably wouldn't have picked up that 0.4
No.
bushels.
Nope. So next, we're going to do the variety trial. This is more for my own curiosity and the fact that he was already here. I was not going to have him do this, but he's already here to do the Noah Ness's trial. Might as well have him do this one too. Typical variety plots, have 10 plus varieties in them. We only got 2. It's not even really a plot, it's just a line where I switch my planter. I'm guessing that the new series is going to do better, but we'll see. Okay, 57.62 acres at the moment. Okay, that is 1.9 acres. And that is the variety nope, I'm wrong. 20Z14E. 20Z14E, yeah.
Gotcha. 8,015 pounds.
Yep. $70.3. Cool. Should I go get the other one?
I'd say so, yeah.
Okay. We got, ooh,
75, 25.
that's, what's the yield on that?
Same acres?
Same acres. 3,960 bushels per acre, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that is pretty good. 66.
66.
The Z series is worth it.
Yep. That was P22
A67.
A67E.
There you go.
Perfect. As I was combining, I was like, yeah, that's definitely the Z series. I could see it in the.
See the beans.
But here's the thing, the P series combine's a lot harder. I bet I'm a half mile per hour slower.
On the AC, it looked like you were going slower.
Yeah. The stems were green. They're 8% beans, 8.5, 9% beans.
Yeah.
So.
Fair enough.
Well, I appreciate you coming out. I know you got to go like right now.
Test plot, yeah.
Test plot,
Variety
so.
test plot, yes.
Thank you.
Yes, thanks for having us.
So the trial is done. I forgot to show you guys. Oh, I just lost our TK. That's okay. I forgot to show you guys the soybeans. They were based, you know, it's really hard to tell 0.4 bushels between different soybeans. So, but we're finishing the field. I was, I think, 2 rows short of having a full head width. So I'm taking a half back, half down. And my future sister-in-law, Z, came ride with me today. So it's our first time in a combine as well, and she thinks it's pretty cool. Well, here we are. This is the last bit of my soybean harvest, my first ever soybean harvest by myself. What do you think of it, Z?
Good.
Good? She just told me a little bit ago that it was the best thing she's done so far. That's pretty cool. All right, here we go. This is the end of it. I have completed my first soybean harvest. You gotta be a part of it. That part is on the truck's fault. I got more left in the tank, so I got to go dump the truck and bring the truck back for like 200 bushel.